As many of you know, I'm trying to collect a full Sega Mega Drive PAL collection, and today's show is all about that. It's a collector's edition, and I've got some awesome pieces that have made it onto the shelves here. One from Australia and a peripheral that I've been after for the longest time. My name's Mike, and this is the Retro Gamer Boy Show. It's been an interesting month for collecting. I think I'm now under 50 games for a full UK collection, and I'm around 70 games for a full PAL collection. But I've been hunting, got a couple of things on eBay and other things from some stores. 2 items in particular are absolutely amazing. I'm so glad to have them in the collection. And next month in July, it's the London gaming market. So another opportunity for me to pick up some of those rarer, more expensive games for the Sega Mega Drive collection. So first up, we have the 𝗵𝗺𝗃 collection. Now this is a remastered modern version of the classic 𝗵𝗺𝗃 games. They never came out here in Europe, so this is their first official release in Europe. Obviously Sega don't publish any games anymore, but the company that owns the rights to it sold those to Retrobit, or licensed them to Retrobit, so they could make these 3 games, put them in an awesome special edition, collector's edition box. Check out the video if you haven't already. There's a ton of stuff that comes with it. But this is the 𝗵𝗺𝗃 collection. So here's the 𝗵𝗺𝗃 collection. 3 games, the 3 games that came out on Mega Drive. More of them actually came out on the Super Nintendo and other platforms. A really cool game. I've loved playing through it. 𝗵𝗺𝗃 3, especially 𝗵𝗺𝗃 2 for its art style. 𝗵𝗺𝗃 1 is a bit dated, but actually to play some of these older early 90s, late 80s games is still very cool. These special editions come with a ton of other stuff, but just so you have a look, if you haven't checked out the video of the unboxing of the 𝗵𝗺𝗃 edition, this is the cartridge, and there's some really cool stuff on this. We've got the logo embossed on the actual PCB itself, these kind of embossed reflective stickers on them, and obviously the cartridge. And then inside, we've got this that came on the back of the cellophane. I keep all that kind of stuff. Full color manual, there's art cards in there, and there is also a collector's card as well. It's the same for all the other games as well. We've got these awesome colored cartridges in them. I love the artwork on this one. The art cards in 𝗃 of 𝗵𝗺𝗃 are absolutely amazing. But again, full color manual. We've got the authenticity, certificate of authenticity, and then art cards in the back there. 𝗵𝗺𝗃 3, exactly the same sort of thing. Nice cartridge. It has the logo embossed on the PCB. Amazing artwork again. And the covers also flip over. Like I said, 𝗵𝗺𝗃 3 is the game that I've enjoyed the most out of all 3 of these. The artwork though for this front cover for 𝗃 of 𝗵𝗺𝗃 is just absolutely stunning. And I think, and feel free to correct me in the comments, but these are, apart from some admissions of some logos from the Mega Drive branding, but this is the artwork for each of the boxes as you found them in Japan, and then if you reverse them, you get the US ones. But to have them on a PAL Mega Drive, an official PAL release, is brilliant. Midway presents Arcade Greatest Hits. For some reason, this game has taken me a while to get hold of. Midway presents Arcade's Greatest Hits. I've been after this for a while, found it really hard to get hold of. It's in good condition, manual's in good condition, cartridges in good condition, and it's got on there Robotron, Joust, Defender 2, and Sinistar. I've had a quick go on all of these. Obviously, I run a gaming service as my job that has all of these on them, so I play them nearly every month anyway. So, but still, cool to have it in the Mega Drive collection. James Buster Douglas. I think this is the second to last boxing game I need and then I'll have all of the boxing games for the PAL Sega Mega Drive. James Buster Douglas Knockout Boxing. I got to say, the boxing games on the Mega Drive are pretty good, and this is another one that's pretty good from a visual point of view. In fact, fantastic from a visual point of view. The graphics are really nice, chunky big sprites, some nice audio effects in there, some great presentation as well. It's a really, really nice game. Manual's got a bit of a fold on it. I'm not too worried about that. I don't go for perfect condition games, as long as they're in half decent condition. Some of this little wear and tear just speaks to the history of the game as well. But impressed with it, really impressed with it. I'm terrible at playing the game, but for a boxing game, they seem to have put a lot of work into this one. The awesome looking Jurassic Park Rampage edition. I'm so impressed with the visuals and presentation in this game. Absolutely stunning looking game. And the game is in great condition as well. Manual's perfect. Same with the cartridge and the sleeve. Really, really good condition game, but it is also an excellent game. Had a ton of fun playing it. It's nothing special, doesn't blow you away with some of the gameplay mechanics that it has in there, but just the presentation of it. It's just a solid platformer. Bugs Bunny in Double Trouble. I never knew about this game until I started going for a full PAL collection. So like I said, I never ever knew about this game, never came across it when I was a teenager growing up with the Mega Drive, never knew anything about it. To be honest, the Warner Brother games seem to have slipped most people by. The Disney games were extremely popular, but the Warner Brother games seem to have had a smaller run and a limited distribution. I never saw any of these Warner Brother games in the shops that I used to buy games in it as well, which is surprising because these were big franchises back in the 90s. But still, good to have it in the collection, and I've not played it yet, so I'm looking forward to getting a couple of hours in with this. It looks like the presentation's really nice, and I'm hoping that the platform gameplay, it looks like a platformer, the platform gameplay is going to be pretty solid. So here's first of the items to make it into the collection this month that I'm super happy to have found. Really hard to get hold of, or at least I found it really hard to get hold of. It's an Australian release, and it has this kind of Mega Drive branding on the side. We'll have a closer look at that in a minute. It's Dick Vitale's awesome baby College Hoops. Let's take a look at it. I've probably been looking for this game for about 2 years. One or two of them have crossed my path, but others have managed to get it. It's not in the best condition. There's a little bit of scuffing down here. I would have preferred it if this wasn't there, but to be honest, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. And this is another one of those games that was released in Australia. It's a Genesis game, released in Australia, but they've branded it Mega Drive. So they've just taken all the artwork and then printed out this horrible Mega Drive like a sticker over the top there, so that they didn't have to do any other work on branding it. But really, really cool. Had a quick go on it. It's not the best basketball game out there, but not bad. Presentation's interesting. Kind of playing up and into the court, and again you can see there it's got the manual. The game is in great condition actually. Apart from that bit of damage at the bottom of the sleeve, the game's in great condition. But again, to get this I was so surprised to just come across it. It was an eBay purchase, but I was using an app that I do to track my games, and on that app it just tells you if anything is up for sale, whether it's on eBay or other local bidding sites or online stores. And it popped up on there. I was like, yep, buy. And it was super cheap. The import and the shipping wasn't super cheap, but the game itself was so super cheap, considering how much of a tough time I've had trying to find one of these. And finally, this awesome thing is in the collection. I have the first 3-button Power Stick, and now we've got the Arcade Power Stick 2. And I've been waiting for a while to get hold of this. So here we go, the Mega Drive Arcade Power Stick 2. Obviously, this is the big brother of the original Power Stick, which came with those 3 buttons, mimicking the original joypad. And this is the Elite joystick from Sega. 6 buttons, meaning that you could play arcade action games and fighters like Street Fighter. And it's taken me a while to find one. It's not that they're limited or hard to get hold of. There's loads of them around, varying kind of prices, usually between 50 and 100. I have seen some people paying like, or asking for 150 to 200. Don't pay that. Not worth more than 100. They're common items to get hold of. But what wasn't common was trying to find a box that was in good condition. And this one is in great condition. It's got a bit of wear and tear on it. It is something like 30 plus years old, so you'd expect that. But overall, the presentation of the box is awesome, and it's complete in box as far as I'm aware. So we've got the manual. There's our manual. We've got the baggie, and it comes with the blue cable tie. So the Mega Drive 2 peripherals came with blue cable ties, which is something I didn't realize until I started collecting some of the Mega Drive 2 stuff. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, a lot of the Mega Drive 2 stuff, the boxes are absolutely trashed. And the only thing I can think of is they were a cheaper console, and that parents bought them for kids, and that kids just didn't look after the boxes and they got trashed over time. But let's take a closer look at the joystick itself. So, a really nice condition, really happy with this, nice and clean. A couple of little scuffs here and there, but ultimately, really nice. I opened it up, gave it a bit of a clean out inside. It obviously not been looked at since it'd been purchased, so there was a bit of dust in there. But all the buttons are really nice. Nothing's worn down, none of the plastic inside, the little kind of plastic spongy bits that make contact with the circuit board. None of those have worn out. It's all in great condition. All these buttons feel nice and responsive as well. It's a great arcade stick, and like I said, perfect for some of the new 6-button games that came out on the Sega Mega Drive. Really happy to get this, and it means with the addition of the Sega Action Chair, there's only a few official peripherals left to collect to get that full PAL peripheral set in the collection. That's it for this month's collector's edition. I am going to start looking at adding some more Mega CD games to the collection, build out this small 32X collection that I've got. Still waiting to find someone that can fix the 32X that I've got. I really want that fixed because that's one of my original 32Xs that I got when I was a teenager. So I want that still in the collection, rather not buy another one. And then of course, I'm going to be looking out for more Mega Drive stuff. I may even pick up some Master System games as well. So look out for next month's collector's edition. Hopefully I'll get a lot more footage of the London gaming market. I don't tend to do that much, but this time I'll try to get a little bit more footage to show you guys. Now, if you enjoy videos like this, if you're a fan of the Sega Genesis or the Sega Mega Drive and you love retro gaming videos, then why not consider subscribing? You can do that by clicking on a little button just below this video. We make brand new videos, brand new shows every single week, and so that you don't miss them, you can also click on a little bell just below this video. Now, if you want more Sega Mega Drive, more Sega Genesis, then why not check out my huge back catalogue of retro gaming videos, 2 of which you can watch over here.